Some places don't impress you instantly. They just slowly enter your soul. And today, I'm on my way to Viscri, Transylvania, together with my sister. Transylvania is not about luxury. It's just about simplicity that survived centuries. And in this video, I'm about to show you exactly that. Houses weren't built to impress. They were built to protect families, traditions, and a way of life. Some houses are very old. Some of them are hundreds of years old. If you come to Romania and you don't see any sheep, you're in the wrong place. Because this is where food still has a story, not just an expiration date. Sheep are not just animals here. They are culture. And now, welcome to Viscri. Notice something? Of course. No asphalt, no concrete, just pure soil. This road wasn't modernized, and that's exactly the point of Viscri. Viscri was protected so it wouldn't lose its soul. If you have a closer look to the houses, as you can see, all these houses follow the same rule. Same height, same rhythm, same respect. No one tries to get bigger house than other, and somehow that feels very peaceful. And this is the house we are going to see. This is the entrance ticket. Simple, affordable, and accessible, as you can see. And of course, before entering the house, you pass through this little boutique where they have a lot of different things, traditional things that you can buy. Oh my God, this reminds me of my mom's homemade jam that she used to keep for winter in the pantry. And of course, my grandparents' homemade soap. Well, of course, this is not made of my grandparents, but just an idea that I used to use this kind of soap when I was a child. This is the headscarf, called batik. Today, you mostly see it worn by old women, but in the past, even young women wore it. Now, when we see a woman with one of these, we just joke and say, "Oh, look, Baba Dokia is coming." We joke about her, but she represents wisdom, resilience, and survival. Now we step into the garden and I'll show you the surroundings. And this is the actual bedroom. This is the house, a small blue traditional house. Nothing fancy, nothing royal. And yet, this is the place King Charles fell in love with. I don't know what used to be here. Oh, I think this is an old-fashioned oven. My mom and my grandparents used to prepare cozonac, which I will show you in my Christmas video. Cozonac used to be baked in this oven. This is an old-fashioned oven. They used to make a fire in there and then put the kozonat, which is like sweet bread. So let's go to the king's apartment now. Oh my god, this room took me back to my childhood. My grandmother had the same exact kind of stove, and this is how they kept warm in winter. Now we enter the second room, and I think this might have been the guest room. Probably that's an old-fashioned radio. I think that's a radio. So yeah, this is the King Charles room. I like how well preserved it is. It reminds me of my childhood, as I said, because they used to my grandma used to use this traditional mugs and plates. Nowadays, in the modern society, people do not use it anymore, but it's well preserved, so that's why they are very valuable nowadays. And here on this bench, I discovered a carpet made on a weaving loom. This is how my mom and my grandparents as well used to keep for winter time their greens, their herbs, dry them for the winter time. This is dill flour. In this room, they explain how the roof of the house was made. Oh, there is a photo where you can see King Charles actually working, using his hands. I love that. One more thing that I really love is that they don't try to modernize everything. They try to keep the tradition alive. Everything handmade, not by electric machines, but exactly how they were made centuries ago. And I really wonder if there is any water in. Not sure. There is not. Yeah, but anyway. Here is the Queen Marie of Romania. She is actually related to King Charles. They are both descendants of Queen Victoria of England, which makes them distant relatives. They share the same deep respect for traditions, for nature, and for preserving history instead of replacing it. Maybe that's why places like Viscri matter so much to King Charles. Because this is history for him. Not just history, actually, it's nature, it's traditions, everything. It's family and its values, I suppose. This part of the house shows fortified churches and all the defensive buildings from Transylvania. Now we are going upstairs, where is presented a video about Carpathian mountains, brown bears, and life in Transylvania. So we decided to take a small break here, just to sit, watch and enjoy. Let's take some fresh air and see what's displayed outside. As you may have noticed, there are a lot of posters explaining how King Charles helped the local community develop and restore these places. Not just with words, but with real first steps in restoration. Because I love the sound, I will leave you for a moment with the sounds of nature. Let's take a moment and listen. It's time to say goodbye to this house, but I have to confess that this whole experience brought me back to my childhood. And maybe for some people watching this, it might be boring. But for me, it was a return to simplicity, to memories, to a life where less meant peace. And maybe that's the real lesson of places like this. We forget that life is not about how much we have. It's about how much peace we feel. And sometimes peace looks like this. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.